Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome here on my very first live Facebook video. So, as you can expect, it is very first, so probably it is not going to be absolutely professional, but I can promise that I am trying to get you the best. So, I'm just sitting at my Mac, and I not only to I don't only want you to see my face, but I also want you to show you my screen from time to time. So now I will test if it is going to work. So now you should be able to see my screen where I can sometimes type something interesting for you to see. Now let's get back to camera, and maybe you know me, maybe you haven't seen my face yet, but I believe that those of you who were with ext probably know me. You could know me from forums, you could have seen my site, and we have probably also met on some extjs events. I've been with ext for about 13 years. I started sometimes in the fall in 2006, so that's about 13 years. And during that time, I have developed a lot of things, a lot of extensions, a lot of applications, big applications for clients. Now, this video is going to be that I am, in addition to ext, I am not moving away from ext as you might think, because ext is in state as it is. But I'm also had the opportunity recently to work with other frameworks, such as Angular, such as React, such as Vue, and I also got some experiences there. So maybe I would have something to say if you would like to listen to me about these frameworks. Because of that, I am going to rebrand or rename my site a little bit, because now, as you can see, that if you would go to extjs.eu as you've been used to, you will be redirected to Learn from Saki. I believe that this is a very good name here, because it's not only about extjs anymore, but it is about anything what is related to code, what is related to computers, and the stuff around. So Learn from Saki is now the new place to go. It should look like this. Alright. So extjs.eu, it still works. It is redirected to Learn from Saki. Also, if you have a bookmark somewhere like extjs.eu, ext examples, what used to be quite popular, extjs examples, this is also going to work, and you will be redirected to Learn from Saki ext-examples. So nothing actually breaking. The site is still there. As you can see, some of these examples are not really updated, because we already have version 7, and here we consider version 5 as new. But in my experiences from developing other extjs applications, more modern extjs applications, these examples are still valuable, because many times I go to, let's say, ext, for example, and find some valuable code that I can take and copy and paste into the new application. So the site is here. It will continue to be here, so you can go there on the same rules with the same code as it was before. Sure, I will try to add some new content there. However, I'm pretty busy these days, so I cannot promise anything besides these videos. But yeah, I have one person who is pushing me to broadcast these live videos, so you probably will see much more of these live videos as before. So as I said, site works, learnfromsaki.com, blog examples and all this other stuff. Good. So one thing is extjs. As I said, it will stay here, and as I said, I will probably add some knowledge or good practices or whatever will come up in the future from React, from Vue, and from Angular, and perhaps from other framework what will emerge in the near future or in the more distant future, doesn't matter. But I would like to also give you a content that is not very much dependent on the framework what we are using, that can be valuable and will be valuable for any framework or any programming language what you might choose for your applications. And about this, I have prepared one series of such live videos that are going to talk about code quality. I know it might be unpopular among program developers, about programmers, about coders, because they want to code and they want their code to run and they do not want to even think about it. Maybe it is a little bit more popular among some project managers. Whatever, I am going to broadcast a series of videos that will talk about code quality. Also, I was thinking about another possible interesting subject, because if we take the code or program or however we call it itself, it is just one part of the development of an application. So at the beginning we have an idea, or somebody has an idea that, oh, this application would be nice to have. Then must count some phase that from this idea it will become a little bit more specific and more specific and more specific, and then developers should get it, that will implement it. Yes, and after implementation another cycle starts, and it is maintenance and implementing new features and so on. So, however, I was a primarily programmer or coder or developer during all these years that I am around computers. Many times I was basically pulled into, but happily I didn't have any problem with it, but I was pulled into these design phases that I had to invent how the user interface would look like, what the idea could be. Oh, it looks like I am disconnected. Alright. I don't know why, but if it gets back, oh, it seems again that I am back. So I don't know what was the last what you heard, but I'm also thinking about broadcasting some videos about whole application development cycle, not only coding itself. Therefore, so stay tuned. I will try to put the new content, the new video here relatively often, for sure more often than it is on the site. It is probably less work to sit down and talk 5 or 7 or 10 minutes, whatever. So the next should come a series, maybe 8, maybe even more, videos about code quality, and then probably something about whole application development, not only development but life cycle, from idea to product and probably even further. So stay tuned and go to, oh, I have 2 monitors, so sometimes it's tricky. Go to extjs.eu, that will redirect you to Learn from Saki, and finally the only Learn from Saki will be there. So have a good day, Oh, I see one guy here, one of my friends here, but he came just at the end of the cycle. So anyway, welcome Michal, but also goodbye. So see you by the next video.